So guys, you may have heard that many Nigerians are crying because they've been scammed by an online trading platform known as Cbex. This is a platform that promised people double for their money, and they've encouraged many Nigerians to invest on that platform. As it stands now, Nigeria is losing 1 trillion naira to that company because the company has shut down. Their whereabouts is unknown. Don't forget that they have an office in Ibadan, but as it appears now, people are now realizing that Ibadan office was a scam because this company wasn't registered. So we are just wondering, how come the Efcc did not have knowledge about the scamming nature of such a company? The central bank did not even know about the scamming nature of such a company until they were able to collect more than 1 trillion naira from Nigerians. This is mind-blowing. Now their online account is no longer available. Their Telegram account is no longer available. Nigerians can no longer access their accounts to check their balance. Even to get their own money is no longer on the table. I mean, many people are crying because they've invested so much into this company. This company made it in a way that it looks so attractive. You'll be asked to get more people. The more people you are getting, the more benefits you are going to be getting from the company. And if any amount you invest, you are expected to have a double of that amount within the space of 1 month. And you know what that means. So many people even sold their landed properties, to invest in this company so that they will get double for their money. Not to talk of, considering the timing when Nigerians are going through a lot. So people saw it as an easy way to make quick money instead of, going the other route. There are people who went to work hard just to ensure they invest in this company so that at the end of the day, they'll be getting double for their money. But guess what? As it stands now, the platform has shut down. There is no way to contact them. People who even attempted, to a certain level, they were asked to pay money if they want to see their balance. You understand? So the company was actually wanting to dupe them further. You will see your account, but you won't be able to withdraw. So the question remains, does it mean the EFCC was created for Yahoo boys? Because somebody asked this question recently on Twitter, if the EFCC is just there for Yahoo boys, because we don't see the EFCC going after corrupt politicians. We don't see the EFCC digging deep into companies like this. Don't be shocked that this is not the only company in Nigeria that is duping Nigerians. There might be a lot of them out there now duping people in their numbers. The CBN does not know about them. EFCC does not know about them. Not until these people now have lost all they invested. Now the EFCC is now collaborating with the Interpol to track these scammers. Who knows where they are? The owner of the company, their names are still unknown. You can imagine such a company that has collected more than 1 trillion naira from Nigerians. You don't know who the owners are. They did not publish their names. They don't have any. The only address they have is the Ibadan address. And now that all these things have happened, they've disappeared, meaning that Ibadan address was just there to confuse people. Now, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video. And also, a spokesman for EFCC was on Channels Television. He came out to make some comments, but I think this is just medicine after death. Let's see how all this is going to play out. I pray that the Interpol will intervene, because the EFCC now is bringing in the Interpol to help track these people down. But I don't think that such a thing should be happening in a civilized world. 21st century, we see how this kind of platforms come into Nigeria, relax comfortably to people more than 1 trillion naira, and they make their way out. Anyway, take a look at these videos and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Now take
The dust is yet to settle following the collapse of Cbex, an investment platform that promised wealth but left Nigerians broken and bankrupt. From pain to protest, the fallout has been intense, with many still trying to piece their lives back together. Our senior reporter, Olaide Oyewole, has more.
It's a financial heartbreak of massive proportions. Thousands of Nigerians, lured by the promise of quick returns on investment, are now grappling with the harsh reality. Cbex has crumbled, allegedly defrauding investors of over 1.3 trillion naira. From online outreach to looting, the fallout is far-reaching. In Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, emotions boiled over on Monday evening. Aggrieved victims stormed the company's office, looting and carting away items, a chaotic reaction to what they see as betrayal and deception. Meet Bolariwa. She spent years working tirelessly in Libya, hoping to build a better life back home. Every naira she saved was poured into Cbex. Now it's all gone.
Yes, I go to Libya to work. No work, fighting, see my hand, fighting, everything. Everything for Libya. I come back. My neighbor told me if the program is on stand now, on ground now, if you do it, you go help me. Then I should go and find the money. Small money I bring from Libya, I join now. Yeah, I should do it. I don't want to do it. Yeah, the money is there. The labor, they collect the money. I see the money.
As some say, poverty pushed people into the arms of fraudsters. Others believe it was the promise of instant wealth and the illusion that it could happen overnight that blinded many to the risk.
Why should you invest your money in something that is not realistic? So now I would advise the society, please, and God, please be reasonable enough.
The Cbex saga is a sad reminder of the danger lurking in unregulated digital spaces and how economic desperation makes people more vulnerable. It also reignites a crucial conversation: the urgent need for financial education, stronger regulation, and more public awareness to protect Nigerians from falling victim to such schemes in future. Oladio Yewole, TVC News, Ibadan.
Conversation started on about this Ponzi scheme. I'm sure you've heard about the Cbex and people literally crying that they've lost their money. What played out, we understand that at some point people cannot withdraw their money, and that raised an alarm. Right now, people are literally just helpless. I understand that a fee is being asked for some people to get their monies out between $100 and $200, depending the amount you have within that scheme. But the question is, if you have some money there and I need a fee, if I have money, just do the deduction and give me back my money. But the Efcc, which is the regulator of some of this space, has actually said they are not registered with Nigeria, and so to them it's a Ponzi scheme. Well, let's talk to the Efcc, which is literally an anti-graft agency that watches this space, to find out exactly their position on this issue. We've been joined by the spokesperson of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Dele Oyewale. He joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Oyewale, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on the program.
Okay, let me start with asking you, have you been receiving calls? Have you been receiving concerns? What exactly has been the situation as far as your office is concerned with this latest crash of Cbex, as they call it, or the Ponzi scheme as they refer to it? Has there been any reporting to the EFCC in that sense, and what is the EFCC doing in terms of response? Let's begin from there.
Expectedly, we've been receiving quite a number of calls from, Nigerians from all walks of life, from the media, from some of the victims, and from those who are not yet victims and who want to be properly educated about what can be done to afford this kind of thing. So you should expect that people will be calling from all parts of the country, trying to figure out what the commission is doing, whether there is any remedy anywhere, and whether there will be any punitive action that the commission would take, maybe against those actors, or possibly even some of the victims. So we have been having calls.
what is the response officially now? What are you doing? If you've been getting calls, are you swinging into action? Are you investigating to ensure people get redressed, the ones that have been swindled now, as it seems?
Well, you know, we were not waiting for Nigerians to call us before we started our work. Of course, we have been working. We were not beaten by what actually happened. Our dragnet is wide. Our intelligence is very effective. And we were tracking that digital trading platform. We were tracking it. We profiled quite a number of things concerning, you know, the platform. You will recall that March 11 this year, the executive chairman of the Efcc, Mr. Olaolukoyede, had cause to instruct us to alert Nigerians about 58 Ponzi scheme companies. We came out with a list. So that showed that we are proactive and we have our hands on what is happening. So concerning this investing, we were on it. It's not that we didn't know. And, you know, we've been alerting Nigerians about ways and means how to separate themselves from this kind of shenanigans. So before the calls came, we were working. While the calls are coming, we are working. And even after the calls, we are still working. But the essential thing is that, of course, we are going to discuss some of the things that Nigerians should be looking out for, you know, concerning this kind of investment schemes and all of that. But I can assure you that all of the profiling that we need to do, contacts that we need to make, some collaborative engagement that we need to make, we're already doing that. We're in contact with Interpol, we're in contact with many of our development partners, and Nigerians will know that the EFCC, as usual, is on top of the matter, and we are going to come out with very, very impressive reports.
So the ISA 2025 law has, made it illegal for forex platforms, digital platforms, to operate without registration with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Surely that must also go some way to empower the EFCC to now go definitively after the forex platforms, digital platforms who are trading without registration, and in fact these Ponzi schemes as well. Please elaborate more on how that has empowered the Commission, to go after them.
The Investment and Security Act 2025, the ISA as we know it, is a very, very important, well-conceived and responsive act of the government to check this kind of practice. What the act is seeking to do is to regulate the licensing, the governance, the compliance of all of these actors to ensure that our laws are not tampered with. Now, with the act now, it is a criminal thing to engage in any digital trading activity without being licensed, without complying with all the extant laws. Any form of exchange, any form of business engagement must conform with the act. And that has actually empowered us as a commission, because we know that with the ISA 2025, it's just it's so easy for us. If you are involved in some kind of engagement, you are not licensed and you are not compliant with extant laws. It's a straight thing. We will act accordingly, and we will get such people, we will bring them to justice. But you see, be it as it may, I think Nigerians also need to know that, yes, we are gaining strength with the ISA, but there is also need for public vigilance, because there are a lot of things that go with this Ponzi scheme thing. There are a lot of things that go with it. So Nigerians also need to be very, very vigilant. And this avaricious tendency, this get rich by all means tendency, is also something that we need to talk about. Because it is not enough for anyone to say that, okay, I have this, and if you try to come along, we are going to offer you this. There is need to critically look at some very basic indices, before you go into any investment or any business engagement. For example, the returns on investment that all of these Ponzi scheme people are parading, they are not only unrealistic, they are at variance with our laws, with the existing system in Nigeria. We know that every business concern, you declare your profit either quarterly, annually, or biannually, But if somebody says that, bring your money, I'm going to give you a return in 30 days, that is not realistic. It's just not pragmatic, Or somebody says that, okay, if you bring your money, we are going to give you 100% return on investment. That's not possible. Even we know that the prevailing interest rate in Nigeria is 27.5. So how will somebody give you 100% return on investment in 30 days? Come to think about it. So the ISA is very good, and of course we are working with it, and there are other laws. There are other laws that are involved in this matter. But the essential thing is that it is not too good for Nigerians to be falling victim to this kind of arrangement when we have a lot of enlightenment programs that we have been doing. A lot of things that we have been doing. You cannot say that, okay, I want to go into an investment without looking at certain framework and modalities. There are some legal frameworks, that really undergird whatever we do about investment. So if you want to go into any investment, you must look at, okay, this fellow that are parading this, how compliant are they with the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022? How compliant are they with the Process of Crime Act? How compliant are they with the Terrorism Financing Act? Very, very important. Now, if they are operating at variance with all of these laws, you know that it is just a matter of time before problem will come. So there are certain legal frameworks that must be looked into before you go into any investment.
Okay.
So the ISA is one out of many defenses that we have now against Ponzi scheme activities.
All right.
And Nigerians need to come along with regulatory agencies to ensure that their hard-earned money, it's just not frittered away, it's not lost that way.
All right, Mr. Ayewale, great point you've raised. So 2 questions in one. What can the Efcc and other regulators do to make sure they stop these schemes even before it crashes? Because I want to believe the Efcc and other regulators were aware of what was going on, seeing that it's not in tandem with our extant laws, whichever you want to cite, whether it's ISA and the other one. Why couldn't the Efcc and the rest, raiding on these people to stop them from, duping Nigerians? On the other hand,
now,
just a moment, sir. In addition to that, maybe you highlight some of the ways Nigerians can know and spot a Ponzi scheme, because that's important. Guardian did a great job on page 6 of their paper, but you can add your list as well.
Okay, well, we cannot lay any blame on the EFCC concerning this Cbex thing. I'm sure we know that business venture is a Chinese digital trading company with no jurisdictional link with Nigeria. Not jurisdiction. All these area offices that people are saying, okay, are doing in Ibadan, they have one office there in some other location. They are not practical offices. They are not functional offices. The entire thing is entirely digital. It's online. And it has no jurisdictional link of whatsoever with Nigeria. So something that has no jurisdictional link with us, and we have been warning Nigerians against all this kind of criminal engagement online. Now, so what will you expect the EFCC to do? We have given empowerment, we have given enlightenment, we have given public awareness, we have raised intelligence. You know, it is to the credit of the EFCC chairman that he came forward to say that there are 58 companies that Nigerians are patronizing, that they should no longer patronize. He came forward, he said, let the public know. And we brought it to the public domain. So if the commission is as proactive as that, then the rest is for the people concerned, you know, to be more vigilant and to ensure that they guide their investment in line with the information that is available.
Just to put it in context, Mr. Yole, pardon me, the notice that was put out in March, which you referred to, didn't have Cbex or PCEX, because I know there are a couple of them. It didn't have it on that list. The ones you have on that list, Wellness, Kingdom, Capital, Bethsaida, and the rest. So when you say that, yes, the EFCC was proactive, absolutely, for those ones, but Cbex was not here. So wouldn't it have been proactive to have put out a statement, a follow-up saying, well, we have identified if indeed you did Cbex. The reason, but my question is, most importantly, should the people forget about recovering their money since the EFCC doesn't have jurisdiction and maybe look unto God at this point now? You can answer both.
No, certainly no. Certainly no. Certainly no. See, it will be very, very irresponsible and unprofessional of the EFCC to say that, oh, you have lost your money, there is nothing the commission can do about it. No, certainly no. We're already working with Interpol, and we're already working with our international development agencies to ensure that these people are brought to book. Investors, they are going to get their money back. And we're already working on that. But everything I'm saying is that this kind of thing could have been averted. But be it as it may, it was not averted. We are not going to throw our hands out helplessly and say that, no, there's nothing the EFCC can do about it. No. We are more responsible, we are more professional than that. So we have spread out our wings. We are talking to Interpol, we are talking to all the necessary agencies across the world to be able to bring all the actors, we are going to bring them to book. And investors, they are going to have their money back. It might not be in the short term, but I can assure you that the Commission, as the leading anti-corruption agency in Nigeria, is not going to allow investors to just lose their money like that and say that, no, because they are not compliant with this. No. Escapism, you know, is not a solution to any problem. We are going to do our work. But I'm just saying that to avert future occurrence of this kind of thing, there are some things that Nigerians also need to pay attention to. But at least there is a shaft of light at the end of the tunnel. The Commission is going to do its work, and we are going to bring all the actors to book.
Okay, that seems like a glimmer of hope, because a lot of people have given up. Now the EFCC is assuring that they will do their work, maybe not in the short term. So the people that have invested, whether rightly or wrongly, will look up and hold you accountable for what you just said. Dele Oyewale is the spokesperson of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Thank you, sir, for coming on the program. We appreciate it.
So guys, this was how Nigerians ended up investing into this Ponzi scheme. Now, there are so many other ways to make money in Nigeria. I'm just wondering why people can still be falling for this kind of, scam that is so obvious in this 21st century. I think people should shine their eyes at this time. Instead of you to just go and start investing into all this, why not go and start buying stocks? We're told that there are some stocks in Nigeria that did so well, in this year. I mean, this year alone, many stocks did well. Some of them, I heard last year's early part of this year, people were getting like 500% for their invested money in stocks. And one thing with stock is, even if it's down today, it will go up tomorrow. There are other ways you can invest. If you have your money and you are looking for quick gain, you can go for money market funds and all that. There are a lot of opportunities in Nigeria. So I'm just like wondering why people will still be falling for this kind of scam in this 21st century, when there are a lot of, financial literacy. Is it video you want to talk about? Is it blog post? Is it it. All kinds of things, podcasts are there, you know. You can literally educate yourself so that you don't fall for all these scam that I was even surprised when I heard that people that really have money equally fell for this, because they got away with more than 1 trillion naira. You can imagine taking such amount of money out of the economy that is already struggling. I know that our politicians are not helping, but you can imagine you losing your money, your hard-earned money, for these scammers. So why not just find your way into going to learn about stocks? You can even buy cryptocurrencies from, you know, legit platforms. You have Binance, you have Bybit, you have Coinbase. These are popular platforms that everybody knows about. You go there, open account, buy Bitcoin. Even if you buy just for a dime, leave it there and forget it there for some time. It has to do with time. Don't look for all these quick ways to make money. None of them is legit. I mean, anything that is quick way to make money, don't just go for it. It will never work, no matter how fanciful it appears, how their story appears to be very true. It is not a legit way to make money. You know, one thing I've got to learn is greedy people always fall for this scam. People who are lazy, greedy people, lazy people. If you are a hardworking person, by now you should have known that no money comes so easy. I mean, no money comes so easy. You must work and work for your money. Even some of the things we call passive income today, who told you they are passive? It's hard for you to see. It's only stocks that you can invest in and you forget it. But do you know there are people that will invest into stock depending on how much they invested. Every day they are checking on it. Although it does not really require you working. You know, you just have to check, to which it's not encouraged for you to be checking every time. Just once in a while you check. But I tell you, these are some of the things that you know, make people to remain poor, because they want quick money. They want the money to come now. Why not just look for something and start doing and great? In this same Nigeria, many people are doing legit things and they are making hell of money. And then still in this Nigeria, I heard people, even people in abroad, were sending money. You know, the lady that spoke, she said she worked for her money, whether in India also, and she would go and work. She was showing her hands how badly she was so committed in her job, so that she'll be able to make money to invest in this scheme now that has gone down. So all that labor, she will go to start from scratch. So no matter from who you are hearing it from, you know, quick money is never real. They are just using it to draw you close. There are other things you can do. Like in this same Nigeria, people are making money from real estate. People are making money from real estate. There are some realtors you will see. They will allow you to be paying them money instrumentally. By the time you finish paying them your money, you own a house. That house, you can even lease it, you know, on Airbnb and begin to make money. There are people that you don't even need to buy a house. You will go and rent a house. Just your job is to tell the owner of the house that you'll be using this house for Airbnb. You rent that house. You list it out for, you know, on Airbnb for as shortlets that people will come there to rent for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, and so on, and live there. There are other legit ways. People that make all these businesses, they make so much money. Even starting all these POS businesses in Nigeria, it's very lucrative because people are making much money from it. But if you feel somebody is promising you bring 100k, you get 200k in at the end of the month, and you think it's real, no, that's not how to make money. Anytime you are offered such a deal, just know that they want to scam you. And I hope this is going to teach Nigerians lessons, because some of the people who come to Nigeria to do these things, they are foreigners. Don't be surprised that these platforms are owned by Chinese people and all that. And because they know that Nigerians are gullible, they can easily be deceived, you know. That's why they will come to places like Nigeria and just say whatever they want to say. And you see tens of thousands of people believing them and falling for their trap. Anyway, this is a lesson for those who were planning to join but didn't join.